Hey, we're Jesus Horse.
You're watching Bucketlist.
Ain't no route to the very bottom. Waiting here like rain to be picked up. Like a fist in a trail of empties. Burning as a god if I'm ever to play. These fires are the product of...
What the fuck is up, internet? I'm Jason and you're watching Bucketlist. Who the shit are you?
So I'm Angelo, I play drums.
I'm Mike, I play bass.
I'm Levi. I scream and sing sometimes.
Luke, play guitar.
And they're Jesus Horse.
Oh yeah, we're Jesus Horse.
It's gonna be really entertaining. Oh man.
No, don't worry, we're good. We're good. They knew we were Jesus Horse. We're very
It says
popular
it-
in smaller circles. of the
Segueing
underground.
right into my first question. Tell the world who Jesus Horse is. Or more accurately, what the fuck is Jesus Horse?
I feel like that's your job.
No, it isn't.
I mean, I've always viewed Jesus Horse as basically us four just being as self-deprecating as possible, really just embarrassing ourselves on stage while making incredibly violent and somehow relatable music to at least like 4 people at a time per show. That's all you really need. 4 at a
Considering
time.
you usually only have about 2 at your shows, I feel like you're overshooting here.
I usually put my grandparents on speakerphone and they're always
Okay,
in.
cool.
They're in.
Our sets are 10 minutes per person
Yeah, pretty much.
that are watching.
Yeah, per person that are watching. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So it goes into negative numbers, some shows, is what you're trying to say.
There's
Somehow take time away from music.
Oh, well, I mean, Luke definitely takes time away from our sets.
Okay.
It's gonna start with me throwing mad shade within my own band. Sorry, dude.
Alright, but real talk. Tell us how the band got together. Tell us where the name came from. Tell us what really makes Jesus Horse what it is today.
Well, the band had phases, like the MCU or a disease. Basically, it started off, actually, I basically recorded vocals over a song at a friend's place in a loft that I didn't realize was stolen from Luke. Luke had written the song. The guy had told me he had written the song. That song was, at that point, it was called Demons in the Dance Hall, and then we changed the name to YOLO eventually. But basically, I recorded that. I posted it on SoundCloud because that was the thing to do at the time. And then Luke, it still is. Luke sent me a message being like, "Dude, that's my fucking song, but your vocals are all right. Let's record it for real, properly." Because Luke is basically the mastermind. Like, he's the scientist kind of behind all that shit. And I went down there, started recording. We recorded a couple of songs, and then I had a mental breakdown. Went to the States, came back a little bit later.
You say you want to get pizza.
And cigarettes, in my defense, and I did get pizza and
He's
cigarettes.
not your dad, Luke.
Yeah, Luke's like, why is everyone in my life leaving for so long? Deep pressed pizza or something?
And then,
New York
honest,
style?
it was really good pizza, man. It was and a meatball sub. And then I was kind of intoxicated for a while. I'm not really sure these guys showed up.
I don't know. I heard the Hidden Depth. That's why I was in the ska band. That was.
Yeah.
You know, you learn how to do a couple of cool things, like 120 mile per hour hand job. I think it was.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
beautiful tracks.
song
We
title,
are
or-
a ska. We are a ska band through and through. That's the truth of Jesus Horse. Ska band. We're just missing the trumpet player. That's the truth.
That's the final truth.
I've truly never heard Sky hated so fucking much.
Clowner, what did you get in the band? Like
How did you? So Angelo was already in the band, and I think is when you guys were a 5-piece. He was also playing in my other band, Borsford, at the time. And then you walked into the music club at Champlain.
Say that
plugged it in.
again, another ska band. I played the Gem Block. These are important details. Can't do without. It was.
Scott.
You know, the truth is that Luke saw Boris Fiddle, which is a ska band, play at Fatale, and he was jealous. And he needed the talent, Jason. He needed the talent, and they just at that time didn't have it. And
When you want to compete
it's,
at that level, you need to search in ska circles.
you
That's
do.
true.
You do.
You have a bunch of people who are really talented, and they're squandering their life.
I mean,
I really particularly love that you guys are talking to me like I'm fucking Oprah, but okay, cool. Continue.
Do you know how much therapy you need after in a ska band?
Yeah, because then you played
It's only
drums for
downhill
us.
from there.
You played drums for us once at a practice, and then I
fucking
decided
picked it up, man. That's what I did.
you picked it up, and then I
fucking
made you
picked it up.
spaghetti because you're Italian, and then you never left.
He made 6 spaghetti. That was the hottest spaghetti sauce I've ever. You were trying to act tough. Everybody was dying. We were actually tearing up, crying. Luke was so baked. He had to fucking clean the dishes because he couldn't help me cut the onions. And you were just trying to act cool, going, "This is a Thrasher meal. My name is Levi. I got tattoos and I'm tough." That's what it was.
Did you fucking say
It was
this
the
was
exact.
Thrasher meal?
It was. He did.
100% actually
He's
said
so
it.
cool. He's so cool.
I did not
Spaghetti.
only
He
say
called
that to
things
spaghetti.
Thrasher.
All right. We'll talk about the spaghetti later, you fucking
Come on,
dickwads.
Oprah.
Dude, what are we
That
talking
spaghetti.
about now?
You don't remember that spaghetti?
Easily the
Oh,
most
man.
off the rails this
Was
fucking
this like
thing
a
has ever
moment
gone.
that
Is this the second question? No, it's the first.
What was the question? I thought I was here for therapy. I'm reviving the memories I've lost.
I remember.
I've learned about Animorphs. Now I need to learn about the origins of my bands.
Okay.
I wasted 6
Back
years of my
on track,
life.
you monkeys.
Yeah.
Greenberg, what would you like to know about Animorphs?
I would like to know nothing about Animorphs.
What would America like to know about Animorphs?
You are not talking to America. That is a plastic inanimate object.
Well played, sir. Carry on.
So, tell us where Jesus Horse is at now. What's been happening in the recent days?
In the reach? That is a good question. Well, we have something kind of in the oven that we're pretty much ready. It's going to be our shortest CD yet.
I already hate it.
And
Has a
it's...
slow song.
Which is really good of us to respond to all the criticism we got on the last 2 releases, which was
Not
number
long.
1 top of the list, way too short.
So we decided, why don't we make something even shorter? More songs, less time. Good songs, though. They're good songs.
It's pretty good, actually.
It's
Is
actually
there a-
really good.
Is
It's
there
a little different.
line with which you can call something a song?
No. Art is up to interpretation. I would like to think that we have the longest album ever, but I think only we
songs?
make albums.
You suffer,
Everyone else
napalm,
makes
right?
CDs.
You
and
don't.
records.
I reviewed possibly one of the longest albums ever, and I hated it. Anyway.
Exactly. And what did you think of ours? It's great.
We could probably turn a song to a transient.
I mean, your entire EP could have been one song. Like
It could.
the Blurs of Times, which was your last release, which is what you failed to mention.
Yes, Blurs of Times. We just released Blurs of Times in October. You can buy it on Bandcamp for $1. Every dollar you get feeds Luke.
My
Luke's pants
PSN
are
account's on the fritz. Help save it.
ripped. He needs to play PlayStation Plus.
Why are we
So
charging-
America.
Why are we charging $1 for that?
Uh,
What's the point? No, but like, what's the point?
it's honestly,
The barrier for someone to just be like, I have to get my fucking
Luke
account
has made
info now.
$298 with that. That's not bad.
Yeah, but it,
That's also pretty bad. Hence, buy the CD. It's $1. Luke can't live off $298.
You look at my PlayStation
That's
account.
like 55 Subway sandwiches, 55 more days.
he probably spent it on
Okay.
Battlefield
So-
5, Lars was coming out. I need my PSN account.
Sorry, Greenberg, what was the question?
Do talk about the fact that your I guess claim to fame is your obscenely short song choices and album releases and like the length of what you do. Tell me why. Just one time.
Well, I mean,
I think when you start
Long
writing a
music is
song,
boring.
when you're already starting a song, you're already like trying to get to the finishing line, kind of thing.
my parents always said if you're going to do something wrong, don't bother doing it at all, and I would not listen to them about that.
So you just do it a little.
I just do it kind of wrong.
I'm really hating your sex life.
Is that why
Jesus.
my really...
But in all honesty, it's like people. It's like a lot of people want to write these big epics, but it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like no one's watching fucking like movies even anymore. You know, people are watching Vine videos and Instagram stories. We could literally call our music like the Instagram stories of music. It's quick, it's to the point, grabs your attention, and that's what this fucking generation wants. They don't want something long, right, America? It's not America.
No one's there. At this rate, no one might ever see this.
But it's true. Like it's like we are a generation of completely like we have no attention span anymore. And anyone that claims that they do have a long attention span, I've been to the
make
shows.
it quick, you know?
What are you talking about?
Exactly. That was too long-winded of an answer.
That's already a new
Bad
Jesus
bit.
Horse record right there. So, tell me a little bit about the Blurs of Times.
Well, Luke, you recorded it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I'm the best.
All right, great answer. So moving on.
But keeping in mind, he's the only person you can get that answer from because we just like didn't do anything, and that looks really promising for you. Tell us,
So-
how did it work? How did you make the songs?
Yeah, what was your process?
How do you write songs, man?
Well, I remember when we started writing, when we do our writing sessions, where usually we eat too much KFC.
Oh,
And like we'd go down on a Tuesday, we'd eat too much KFC, we'd write, and then we upsetted your Christian roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like-
half the time, like, well, he didn't like
How?
What do you mean roommate? His dad! What was he?
Everybody.
There was a brief period of time where Luke had an apartment because I believe I don't know, is this an incriminating story?
I don't even know the story, but anyways.
Okay, so basically, from what I understood was Luke and a Christian guy get very drunk in a bar. Classic build up to a
Sure.
and Luke and them get real drunk, and Luke has the worst car. The only benefit your car has, the most expensive thing in it, is the fact you have like 4 different versions of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in there. Because you never know when you want to play Tony Hawk 2, and he's very proud of that.
While he's driving?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you go to a buddy's house, like, what console you got? You
Who
got
the
an
fuck
Yeah.
pimped your ride? Like,
well,
I
the
should
doors.
just keep number 2 in there because that's the best one.
It is. And the doors are held closed with bungee wire. The car starts, the key broke inside it, so there's a screwdriver under the seat, and you put it into, like, the ignition, and you use the
I
screwdriver.
fucking really can't tell if you're
No.
being
I'm
honest.
dead serious. I'm dead
I was
serious.
gonna say, it sounds like he's joking. Stop.
This is dead serious. This is his car. Nonetheless. So I believe he took this car out with this Christian fellow. They got drunk. And Luke somehow convinced him that even though they both were drinking together, that he was too drunk to drive and the other guy should drive.
He was less drunk.
Yeah. So he was less drunk. Either way, the guy backed the car up into a pole. And then Luke's like, you need to fix my car.
So yeah, rent in return for like the car, you know?
The car must have been worth at most nothing.
Dude, like Duracell, it's like 96.
Yeah, it was a Tercel. It was
It's
a
like
dope.
$1,000.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Either way, so he was living in this apartment. Nonetheless, we wrote a whole bunch of songs in that apartment and would eat KFC. But every now and then he would come in there and he'd be like, "Yo, dude, that was a sick song. It's like really proof that the end of days are coming." But like, no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And he would leave, and I was like, Luke would look at me. He's like, "Dude, he's pissed." It's like, I'm like, "What do I do?" He's like, "I don't know, go to sleep." And then I would sleep on an inflatable mattress thingy on the floor, and then
And then we go to my dad's house the next morning and record them.
yeah, that's kind
That's
of
how it got recorded.
Before 5 p.m. Before 5 p.m.
Yeah, before
No
5
screaming in
p.m.
the house before 5 p.m.
Fuck out of my house before 5
Yeah,
a.m.
This hasn't already painted a picture for you. I don't know what the fuck will. But in the comments section is going to be a helpline. If the first person to call the Douglas on Luke gets a t-shirt that I will pay for personally.
I'll make the t-shirt for you.
Can we get Luke a burner that like people can fans can call in and ask him questions and stuff?
You can muse about your business plans elsewhere.
Luke only owns burners. What do you mean, get Luke a burner?
Continuing on.
Yes.
This is probably much more a Levi question, even though you've been talking the entire time.
I apologize for that.
No, you don't.
I have nothing
So,
to
I like to be the center of attention, right, America?
tell me about the lyrics then, dipshit.
What about the lyrics? Which
Don't
song?
ask me anything about the
Which song? Well, it's
Pick
like
one song, just like if you had to epitomize your writing with Jesus Horse.
I think
Pick a song and give the story to it.
I think Braces at 35, or at least Buy Me Dinner, or
Meat Locker, maybe?
Meat Locker. Meat Locker's great. Meat Locker's a story about me masturbating in a gas station bathroom to a certain degree.
Wasn't aware that was real.
What?
You weren't aware of a lot of things.
Yeah, and kind of just it's a song about being rock bottom. Most of the music itself, lyrically, is stuff that would be embarrassing to say out loud.
When you say it to music, it makes it a bit easier.
At least, well, yeah, when it's in music, it's super easy to be a character. Like when
Okay.
we go on stage, it's like I get to be an exaggeration of myself. That's why. I mean, traditionally, I'm a very well put together gentleman. But
You're very polite. You're very polite.
I am.
Full
Parents,
etiquette,
Parents,
clean,
20% of the time like me.
Victorian, just you wanted to marry your daughter. It's just, it was flawless, seamless. That's why we all joined anyways.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just a perfect gentleman.
I am a perfect gentleman.
So that's actually a great fucking segue. You're all characters in some way, shape, or form. You're all little Tasmanian devils on stage. I don't know why the fuck anybody still books you. So, if there was one particular thing about each of you that describes you, or each of you that defines you, what is it? One at a time, I don't give a fuck who starts. Don't talk over each other.
I like turtles. I mean, I don't know, man. I like.
Meanwhile, you're like a master's student.
Angela-
I'm not a master's
his look
student.
about that sweaty
It's only on
You've been in
paper.
college since I met you.
It's only on paper.
Talk about
What
some
does that
sweaty,
do?
sweaty shit. man.
Angela's bird was probably he was probably smarter than all of us combined.
No.
Great start.
That's amazing.
Yeah. What do you bring? You're like.
I'm
Like we're the A team. It's like
Mike
the
is one of the
A
most
team.
mysterious guys here. How do you like go home, like lead this secret life in basically the equivalent of some kind of a not even a warehouse, but like a super like fucking like complex.
Greenberg, derail your question. Ocean's 11. Who are you?
Oh god, I'm probably one of those dudes gambling me on the slot. I just lost $10.
You gotta be part of the crew.
That's a lot. A crew. Yeah, I am part of the crew. I'm part of the diversion. I'm playing. So you guys get to steal shit while I play.
Is Don Cheadle?
Don
Okay,
Cheadle.
cool.
He's
He's
done
done.
right.
Moving on.
look. So, I don't want anyone to just be calling dibs on Brad Pitt.
You.
I'm just saying because he's eating in every scene.
You would be Brad Pitt.
I feel like I have to be that.
Yeah. I guess by default I get to be Matt Damon.
He'd be the little Asian man.
He's gotta be Danny. He's George Clooney. Look at me. He has the classic handsome look.
No,
And
you're George Clooney. You're George Clooney. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
You're
George Clooney.
Ah, you got the
true.
dark, rugged look. You're the
True.
mastermind that everyone asks questions.
And Luke's the tiny, like
Earth Walker, Beefier.
Luke, have you ever seen Ocean's 11?
No, the 11th movie or like that's. Oh, I'm really interested in modern taboos and stuff.
Who the fuck is Earthwalker?
This is like.
I think he's just been talking in Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. So, Luke is essentially the guy living in his mother's basement,
Yeah,
playing Magic while
Dad's
watching
basement.
Ocean's 11.
Dad's
I've
basement.
actually only ever heard of
Father's
Luke's
basement.
dad, and I'm kind of scared to
I don't
ask.
want to give credit to my mom for that. It's my dad's basement.
Okay, fair enough.
Greenberg, you should ask him about his dad.
It's like, yeah, under the staircase.
No, this isn't actually Oprah. That was a joke, guys. I am not Dr. Phil, despite my balding demeanor. So,
I was looking at the facial hair, and the first thing I thought was Dr. Phil.
we'll be right back. I'm going to go kill myself. How does that make you feel? But no.
That's pretty good.
I'm dribbling.
It's like a Sunday.
So, tell me what you guys, like, I know this is somehow going to go off the rails again, but what have you guys actually done so far with your careers? Lay it out for me. Tell me the tours, some of the albums, tell me everything where you're at right now.
Personal careers or like.
As Jesus Horse. I don't give a shit what you do at home.
I'd rather talk about Jesus Horse, yeah.
How many tours you got at McGill, bro?
How many tours? We had the one. We got booed off so badly. We've never gone again. The hipsters just like all moved back. I think like there were a whole bunch of people next to
Let's
us.
do this seriously.
Okay, seriously.
Seriously.
Because we did one impressive thing.
For 3 days, we went to Toronto and we came back. That was our impressive thing.
Drive is like a day's work.
No,
We-
I should
that-
be concerned. You're not even thinking of the real impressive thing.
We recorded an album with Kurt Ballou once.
Oh, okay, but
Like, I recorded fucking the arms.
he recorded. What do we do? We made noise. He recorded us.
Yeah, but I'm saying this one.
He was impressive.
He chose to record us, though.
Was it him, or was it somebody else who came to our show and told him to record us?
Well, to be exact, so bring it back. Basically,
The only thing worth talking about. We've done a handful of like short tours out of Montreal. That's it. Luke has recorded one release in his basement. But the
Dad's
cool
basement.
thing was that we recorded an EP with Kurt Ballou. And that was a cool little thing that we did together as a family.
He said it was
We did.
cool too. At the end,
Yeah,
he was
Kurt,
like,
Kurt Ballou had a great time. He came up, he recorded us because he saw us play way back in the day. I was doing a pop-up restaurant called Dirty Dogs.
Well,
Oh, I remember Dirty Dogs.
And we played a
Hard to
show for
forget.
the first pop-up restaurant. And
he
the
saw
micro,
us play?
his buddy saw us play,
Oh.
and basically walked into Trash Bar, and we couldn't get the microphone working. Trash Bar had just opened up. PA was fucked. So I
They still haven't
decided.
fixed it, but fair enough.
So I was like, so I went in the bowl.
We were playing in the bowl on
Yeah.
the, on
Oh, yeah.
that first
Yeah,
floor before they had the stage upstairs.
So I basically decided I'm gonna do this without a microphone
You can
because
still hear
fuck
him
that.
too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, because I'm in a
Yeah.
bowl.
You use
Yeah.
your like gloves on with like all the hot dog grease and we're just like grabbing people, screaming in their
microphone is
face
slipping.
while Luke was like tossing around a whole bunch of construction cones, which I don't know why construction cones would be in a skateboarding bowl. Like, isn't that dangerous?
It was like
There's-
a clusterfuck of destruction that we basically brought. And this guy saw it, and then supposedly when he drunkenly applied us for Converse rubber tracks, when he found out, his like Kurt Ballou mentioned, he's like, oh, I heard this band Jesus Horse is really cool, and his buddy was like, dude, I saw them play in a skate bowl without a microphone. The guy was screaming and bleeding, yelling on people. They were throwing shit around, and the second they finished, I went to go get food, and he was on the grill making my dinner. And that got us this gig with Kurt Ballou. We even got free shoes, which was pretty sick.
Mine don't fit anymore.
I got free deodorant. That was like the best.
Oh,
I was so sweaty after it. It was like 4 hours of drumming. I thought like my arms were gonna break in half.
You didn't?
And-
Wait, one sec. Is your version of getting free deodorant?
Yeah.
You borrowed it from Steve.
Do you know? Wait, from Steve?
Yeah.
Yes, Steve, the sound guy. He was the coolest guy ever. He gave me his deodorant.
You
and
never
t-shirt.
gave him back his deodorant.
Well,
What
no.
are you?
I don't actually fucking
Sound
care.
guys
So,
have sound guys.
Sound
the
guys
worst
have
picks.
deodorant.
They
How
have
do
the
you not
worst
know
picks.
this? What are you supposed to
Alright,
do when you're
back
just
on track.
Back on track.
so you've
Choo-choo.
already recorded with Kurt Ballou. What yes, this magazine goes for the cheap pop. What is still on your bucket list?
Oh, what's
That's what that's cool.
Luke, there's always gigs you want. I mean, you've always.
What is the next thing that you want to attain? What is next on the bucket list? Because I can imagine yours is a fucking mile long. But regardless, what is the next thing you want to do?
What do you want to do, man?
With my life or the band? The band, right?
Yes,
So,
the
okay.
band.
What do you think the rest of us are sitting here?
We'll do an individual interview with you one day, Luke.
Why are you sitting here?
Specifically while
I'm
you're in
gonna
a
answer
straight
that
jacket.
Go on, man.
No, it's all you, man.
Yes,
What
Look, what do you want?
What do you want, Luke? What do you want? You can have anything, man.
I just really want you guys to appreciate me once in a while. I really want you guys to put your hand on
He
my shoulder.
always finds you
every
guys
once-
Subway.
This is what I want.
His
This is what
army
I
of
want.
his army of goats is really impressive.
This is all I want, man. This is all I want.
What about you, Mike Angelo? What do you want, man?
Okay, wait. No,
Want to get
okay,
on
wait.
this too? You guys
I don't
want-
know. I'm in like two
just-
other bands, so like the thing is, whatever one makes the money first
Hey,
will
we all going in?
be victorious.
Okay, well, what does that was the
I think we-
shittiest answer I think I've ever heard. I don't give a fuck about any of these guys. If I can just make money, that'd be great.
I don't know.
Change.org
could that
fucking
be-
link in the
Could that
comments,
be
okay?
ours? Could it just be like making money?
I think it'll be these fine gentlemen that'll make me some money.
I mean, if you're going to be a pimp, sure, absolutely. But what's
I'll
next
cancel
on the
escalate.
list for with Jesus Horse? What is the next thing you guys would like to accomplish? I've never had to put this much effort into this question.
Because nobody.
I have 5 more songs.
Are we staying together for the next like month? Because I don't.
No,
I'm actually.
Angelo,
We do
you
it, we
want-
have-
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually serious. I'm actually serious. I don't even know what's.
Okay.
I'm bankrupt and like we're not
truth
even holding
is-
ourselves together and.
Angelo, because I know you're serious.
I am
wait.
You want my
serious.
genuine answer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, that's what I'm afraid of. It's not gonna last. It was fun, man.
If this interview doesn't get the most hits out of any of them, I don't know what will.
Okay, so when the band started, I had about 15 songs.
He doesn't
written.
get that we're being
I'm
serious.
gonna give a real answer right now. When the band started, I had about 15 songs written. We're trying to like split them into 3 different EPs. So this last EP is all the songs I have left. After this one, I don't have any more songs.
Okay. That's horribly depressing. But the good news is, it's song challenge time.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
It's already a challenge for us to have our own songs.
Your songs. You have 4 to pick from. And today, just to suit you sad boys, I picked a sad song edition. Oh. They're not the sad songs you want. You can either pick from Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, Mad World by whoever the fuck decided to cover it, or the original by Gary Jules, or the saddest of them all, I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
It's sad. It's contextually sad.
Very contextually.
Contextually a sad song.
So, the choice is yours.
It is. It is. Wait, it's mine?
I feel Phil Collins.
No.
I think
I
Phil
don't think it's about Julie.
I really
We have
I think
a
Phil
bongo.
Collins is the way
We
to
got a
go.
bongo. I got my
Depends
cowbell.
what I have to play though.
We have.
What do I have to play?
You can play the whistle.
You play a keyboard.
Keyboard.
Yeah, we got a keyboard.
Okay, well, I never heard
I
the
think
song, but
the reaction to this challenge is going to get way more hits than anything else.
No, we can make it our own. Like, if you play something on the keyboard, you play something on the bongo, we could do our twist.
I've never heard it, but
We can do this. We
You've
can
never heard In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins?
I've never heard it, but we can give it a shot.
It's alright.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Watch out, Internet.
These fires are the product of a pride-driven pain. For this I bleed.
Hi, we're Jesus Horse, and we're gonna try to play a Phil Collins song, In the Air Tonight, made famous from Not Tarzan. Well, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh, I can feel it. I remember. Don't worry, how could I ever forget?